Hello, and I am thrilled to be here. I'm hopefully in the right place. This should be the Half Size Me community, and I am here today to help you with your cauliflower rice dilemmas, okay? So I just got done working out. I have cleaned my apartment, and now I'm getting my lunch put together. And several of my coaching clients have shared with me, Heather, I love this idea of cauliflower rice, but every time I make it, it turns out like mush. And I don't want that to be the case. So what I'm going to be doing today is showing you how I prepare this to where it's delicious and I thoroughly enjoy it, okay? Now, Tracy, I see you are with me. If you are here, I'm going to try my best to interact with you a little bit while I'm cooking. I don't know how that's going to roll, but I am thrilled that we are here today. So if you have your cauliflower rice, and I'm going to be taking you to the frying pans here in just a second. I've got two pretty warm frying pans, okay? And I'm going to tilt you down here. All I'm going to be putting in these frying pans is a little bit of Pam, some onion, and garlic. That's all I'm starting with, okay? And I'm going to try and do everything I can to make sure that I speed the process up so you guys can see it. So just some onion and garlic is all we're starting with. All right. So if you are with me and you want to say hello, feel free to do so. And you'll hear it sizzling, okay? So that's step number one. Just a little bit of Pam, garlic, and onion. I always start with that. Hey, Kara. And then once I get those warmed up and going, hopefully I got my spatula. No, I don't. I'm getting that. All right. So the whole thing I'm going to be just working on right now is warming up the onions and the garlic, okay? I like to get the flavors going from that. I believe onion and garlic should be in everything, just so you know. And again, this is post-workout, post-cleaning my house, but this is the only chance I have to help you guys. Hello, Teresa. While my boys are out, I'm here with Sebastian. Hey, Kara. And I've got the kitchen to myself. This never happens. Okay, so I'm going to bring you back to the frying pan. So at this point, you'll see, and hopefully you guys can see that, all it is garlic and onion, okay? The next step, very simple. Notice I have nothing in the pan, okay? All I'm going to be doing is taking my cauliflower rice, and I'm going to be dumping it in the pan. Hear the sizzle? It's frozen, all right? Now, I'm actually making my lunch and Joel's, all right? So, hear the sizzle. I'm going to borrow a little bit of this over here. So now we got this going, okay? So for those of you who are like, I love this idea of cauliflower rice, Heather, but it never tastes very good. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not using any liquid right now, okay? I'm literally taking frozen cauliflower rice, mixing it with some onion and garlic. That's it. Hey, Tracy. And I'm sauteing. That's all I'm doing, sauteing. By the way, the one that I am falling madly in love with is lemon and garlic. If you guys have this, I would highly encourage you to get it. So lemon and garlic. So now I'm sauteing the cauliflower rice, the garlic, and the onion. That's all I'm doing. I'm not adding anything to it. There's no liquid. There's not even any oil in this, okay? And if you guys look with me, I don't know if you can see this from where you are, you can actually see it's cooking out the liquid from the cauliflower rice. So the reason you guys might be getting mushy cauliflower rice is because you're putting in too much liquid, or you're steaming it and it's keeping all that water condensed in the bag. So if you want it to actually taste good, not be a bag of mush, you're going to need to let it cook in the frying pan, which will release the liquid, okay? Now, I'm a huge mushroom person. You do not have to add these. You could just leave it as is, okay? But I literally think mushrooms should be in everything. So I am just going to pop these bad boys right in there. I love mushrooms. I love garlic. You can't go wrong with those combinations, in my opinion. I'm cooking, and there's no one screaming at me. This is amazing. Okay, so usually you would hear, if you guys were here on a normal day when the kids weren't out, you would be listening to, he touched me, or he took my lightsaber, or he took my Lego thing, or God knows what. Anyway, So we're not dealing with that. It's just me and Sebastian, who's taking a nap as per usual. All right. So you see here, I'm just throwing in mushrooms. Fresh mushrooms, nothing fancy going on here, just mushrooms. Honestly, I can down one of these cartons all on my own, but I am sharing today with Joel. All right, so we've got that going. So again, all right, so for those of you who say, hey, Heather, this cauliflower rice sounds like a great way to reduce my calorie intake. Yeah, but it's tasting really not like I want it to. Now, what I'll do with this combination, by the way, the garlic, the onion, the mushroom, the cauliflower rice, is if I'm doing kind of more like a, some kind of a Chinese dish or something like that, I'll put a little reduced sodium soy sauce in the pan. And then I would add like my Trader Joe's chicken wontons, my chicken, and maybe some water chestnuts, snow peas, and then I would top it off with some soy, a little bit more soy sauce, and then I would add some sesame oil, things of that nature. But today I'm in more of a cheesy mood, okay? So what I'm going to be adding here is, so at this point now we're going to start making a sauce, okay? So Joel really likes the Laughing Cow creamy queso, so he's going to get 3 of these. And I kind of prefer either the white cheddar or the garlic one, and so I'm going to get 3 of these. And just to give this perspective, so far all we've got is veggies, right? Even no oil. We're cooking without oil. These are 35 calories a piece, so just want to share that with you. So now, so far, minimal work, right? A slice of onion, crushed up garlic. Now I'm throwing in cheese wedges, all right? Literally unwrapping and chucking those bad boys in there. Bada bing, bada boom, right? So these are going into the frying pan. Now, they're just going to sit on top for a second. I'm going to get his really quick. And then I'm going to show you how you want to kind of make the sauce. Hey, Susan. All right. She tried the taco bowl that used cauliflower. We love it. First time we used the cauliflower rice. Yes, it is a godsend. It really is. And now they've got these great new flavors. That's what I was just mentioning. I really like the lemon garlic. If you guys haven't had that, you're missing out. Seriously. I had it last night, and it's fantastic. Okay. So 3 cheese wedges per pan. Okay. Let me get something to wipe my hands with here. And then what we're going to do now, you have options, okay? You can go chicken broth, right? Or you can go, depends on what you prefer, unsweetened almond milk, unsweetened coconut milk, unsweetened skim milk. You could use whatever you want. And what this is going to basically do is help break those cheese wedges down to create sauce. Now, I'll be honest with you, this is the longest part of the process. Thus far, you and I haven't spent a whole lot of time doing this. We've chopped up some garlic and onion. We've chopped up some mushrooms. We threw the rice right on top. We didn't add anything else, right? So now I'm giving it a wee bit of a stir, okay? Just to put this in perspective, by the way, these 2 frying pans are on like medium heat, okay? So I'm going to guesstimate about a 1/2 cup, but here I just want to kind of tilt you down here so you can see this. Let me see if I can find a measuring cup. I'm pretty good at eyeballing these things, but it is nice to have it. So if I want to do a 1/2 cup of almond milk, roughly, I'm not going to add it all at once, but I pour it directly in, okay? And again, this could be chicken broth. Be cautious, and hear that little bit of sizzle there. Be cautious if you do choose to do the almond milk that you don't, I'm going to turn that up a bit. Be careful you don't get the one with vanilla unless you specifically want it with vanilla. Now, all I'm literally going to do, and you can probably see it, I don't know if you can see this pan better, you'll see it actually starting to bubble up. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to keep moving this around, okay? And I'm going to start to dissolve those cheese wedges. So those cheese wedges are going to break down. Now this one's hotter, so whatever pan is hotter, you'll notice it absorbs the liquid a little quicker, okay? So I'm actually going to put a little bit more in this one because it's going a little bit higher. This is the eyeball part of it. This is the part where you got to be creative. This is the part where you've got to hope that you're kind of decent in the kitchen, right? So we got the 3 cheese wedges. I'm kind of keeping my eye on the liquid. When the liquid gets to be absorbed, you want to add a little bit more, not a lot. Notice how we're just doing it kind of like a 1/4 cup increments, okay? I'm gonna bring you back up here to eye level. So this is now simmering, okay? while it's simmering, typically I'm tending to children, telling them to stop touching each other, things of that nature, but they're not here today, so it's just you and me. All right, we see Holly's joined us. Good morning. All right, so now the next thing, and this is where this gets easy peasy. I've got leftover chicken, I've got a leftover chicken burger, I've got all kinds of leftover protein sources. I got a rotisserie chicken here. I mean, literally, this does not require a big effort on your part. As long as you got some kind of protein and you can get into the Tupperware containers, you're rocking and rolling. So today I'm going to throw a chicken burger in mine and a leftover chicken breast in Joel's. And again, he's not here to eat his, but it's really awesome. I can just throw it on a plate in the microwave, cover it up, or in the refrigerator, and he can eat it when he gets back. So right now, I'm literally ripping off chunks of meat and throwing it in the frying pan. And this is for those people who say, Heather, cauliflower rice sounds amazing. I'd love to cut the calories and the carbs a little bit on the regular rice, but every time I make it, it tastes like, ooh, you know? It's not going the way I want it to, or I'm microwaving it in the bag and then it comes out horrible. If you like cheese and mac and cheese, if you like, I used to be one of those, I loved those rice-a-roni, pasta-roni dishes. If you're somebody who likes those kinds of things, if you put these 3 cheese wedges in here and you let that cook down and make a cheese sauce, it's awesome. Especially if you like me, garlic. Okay, so we get through our protein sources in there. We're now done with those containers. And I mean, and now think of this. If I'm single, right, and I wanted to make sure I had this deliciousness to eat twice, I could be doing this right now, right? I could be making one for me now and one for future Heather. But I'm not making one for future Heather. I'm making one for future Joel. So anyway, I'm going to take you back to the pan. All right, let's take you back. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me see, what are you seeing? Okay, so you'll see here, this one again, the smaller pan is cooking a little quicker. And notice the liquid, again, is almost all gone. But see, the rice consistency doesn't go mushy on you. It stays in the shape that it was originally intended. And notice the cheese wedges are breaking down. So I'm going to add a little bit more milk, not a lot. Drizzle, drizzle. Okay, a couple tablespoons there at most. All right. Now to this, you could add anything. You know, you could throw in some broccoli. You could throw in some, really anything you want to eat. Doesn't matter. Now, I like tomatoes in mine. So staying with me here, I'm going to throw some tomatoes. Now, these will cook down really nicely. And the liquid in the tomatoes work out really well with this. I'll usually pop them. All right. So now we're getting this nice color combination. We got the cauliflower rice, we got the mushrooms, we got the cheese wedges. Everything's cooking really nicely. Now this one, again, just going to point this out. See how the liquid, I don't know if you guys can see it, there's not much liquid in this one. So I'm going to have to keep my eye on it. I don't want to add too much, though, because I kind of like it when it starts getting to this consistency where the cheese wedges are getting pretty creamy. Okay? Back here. Hey, Mary. All right, so what are we doing today? Let's recap. Those of you who say cauliflower rice, I bought some, I tried it, I popped it in the microwave, and it came out disgusting and mushy. How in the world does Heather eat this stuff all the time? I am giving you a brief tutorial, hopefully brief enough that this will work, to give you an idea of how to take the cauliflower rice and make it amazing. So what we did was we sprayed some extra virgin olive oil spray in the pans, took some cut up onion and garlic, sauteed it for just a minute, and the pans have to be pretty warm to begin with. Then we took the entire bag of cauliflower rice, frozen, not thawed, frozen, and dumped it in. And then once we moved it around and kind of got some of the liquid cooked out, we then dumped in our 3, and I did the Laughing Cow cheese wedges. We did 3 Laughing Cow cheese wedges. Pick whatever flavor you want. And then I add a little bit. Now, I want to show this to you. This is where it gets interesting. If you guys can see right here, see this right here when you see that? That means that you're cooking a little bit too hot and you don't have enough liquid, okay? So when you start to notice it's caking up a little bit, I'm going to use just a wee bit of chicken broth in this one. And again, it's really an eyeball thing. I'd say maybe a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. I keep the liquid really on the low end while I'm cooking it, okay? And then I just kind of reignite making the sauce here. Actually, this is looking really good, and I am definitely going to be eating because I did not get to eat this morning. I kind of ran home to let Joel have the car. We have one car right now, so he could take the kids out, and I had to clean the apartment because my mother-in-law is coming over to watch the kids. I put a little bit over here. See, just a little bit, just a touch. If you go crazy with the liquid, I think that's when most people get in trouble, okay? Now, besides garlic and onion, Parmesan cheese. Have I ever mentioned my love affair with Parmesan cheese? I love it. So when I get done with this, I am going to be putting a little bit of Parmesan cheese on it, but it will just make it even more amazing, okay? So now, this is looking pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach above you here, and I'm going to grab a plate, okay? And I'm going to set the plate here, and I'm going to let you take a look at this. So hopefully this video wasn't too long. But here's kind of what, put a little bit more broth in. And again, the broth part is the part that you're going to have to practice, to be honest with you. I wish I could tell you, here's how much broth to use for sure. It's going to depend on a couple of factors. One, what kind of sauce you like what consistency. I like it thicker, creamier, more cheesy. But, so here's our final product. Okay, and I'm going to bring you down here. Here's our final product, and what you'll see, and I didn't really cook it as long as I did the other day because my cherry tomatoes did not pop, but what you're going to see is, see how now we have this nice cheese sauce, okay? So all of that got mixed together, and some of the cheese wedges may still be somewhat intact, but for the most part, you're going to see that it's broken down, okay? And then when you plate it up, you aren't going to end up with a big soupy mess. If you notice, like now, we've got this more cheesy rice consistency, okay? Now this is one of my favorite ways to eat it. Turn that off. I'm gonna hold this up for you here. So that's kind of, whoa, I just lost a tomato and it's gone. Okay, so this is my final product, okay? This is my lunch. So it's got the protein, it's got the turkey burger, it's got the cauliflowered rice, it's got the 3 cheese wedges, onion and garlic. Now, I hope that helps, okay? I'm gonna pull Joel's off the pan here because his is about to be done too, although he needs a little bit more liquid. So I do this all the time. This, I literally would say probably at least one meal a day seems to be this. I love salads and I love this. And you can add anything to it, by the way. You could add taco seasoning, which I do all the time. You could add black beans, you could add corn, you could add some sour cream and a nice salsa that you might like. Now I'm putting Parmesan cheese on mine because I already told you that's what I was going to do. I love Parmesan cheese. Really anything cheese is great with me. All right, so now I'm going to plate up Joel's and save his for later because he's going to eat separately. All right. And today, my mission accomplished. I wish there was a way I could let you taste it. But I do want to promise you, and let me grab a fork here, when you are doing this, okay, notice it's not soupy. Notice it's all kind of like, it's all bound together, okay? It's very much like a cheesy rice concoction. That's good. You need some of this in your life. You know what I mean? So, now I'm gonna put some Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna be taking down the old Diet Barks root beer and having some Parmesan cheese and calling it a day. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any other questions about the cauliflowered rice, or if you're running into any garfunkles with it, let me know. Maybe I can give you some tips and help on that. But in all honesty, this is one of the easiest ways to slash massive calories to help you achieve your weight loss goals while keeping taste, because they're getting smart with this stuff. They're coming out with new flavors all the time. And making things, the lemon garlic, please, if you like lemon and you like garlic, give it a try. One thing I will tell you is it is a very strong lemon garlic, so make sure, like if you're not sure, what I might try and do if I was you is I would do half lemon garlic, half plain, and see how you like it. Because when I first made it, I was really surprised how intense the flavor was. So I just want to share that with you. But cauliflowered rice is a main staple in what I do here, and it's just because it's so delicious, it's so low calorie. It's easily adaptable. They make it super convenient now. The biggest thing, don't follow the package instructions. When it tells you to microwave it, don't do that. The microwave version, in my opinion, not worth it. You might as well save the $2.50 you paid for the bag. And even the stovetop, it says squeeze bag, gently separate veggies. So just follow that one, okay? And kind of what we talked about here, and you should be good to go. You guys have a wonderful Saturday. Thank you for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon.